it makes no difference at all. He is the beginning, the middle, and the end, the basis, substance, and source. It isn't only in religious persuasion that people differ, of course. These men and women lining the bathing ghats of Benares are all Hindus, but how different they are. They differ in physique, but India looked past their bodies into their minds, where she found the prolificness of the infinite exploding like a Roman candle. No other civilization saw, appreciated, and classified so precisely the full spectrum of human personality types, an achievement that has earned for India the title of the world's introspective psychologist. The key to this psychological perceptiveness is her recognition of the extent to which people differ and the degree to which these differences are to be respected. To begin with, people differ in wanting different things. Some of us want pleasure, others success, others to do well what needs to be done, and still others want to be safe. Different as these desires are, India holds that all have their place. The only point is not to get stuck on the lower rungs of the ladder. Another way we differ from one another is the stage of life we're at. And again, India cherishes all these stages. Every civilization delights in the magic years of childhood and the questing, nesting stages of youth and maturity. The roominess of the Indian outlook comes in its regard for our later years as well. India prizes them as potentially the best years of all, explicitly freeing them for the pursuit of our true adult education, so that before life is over, we can understand what it's all about. All of us move through life's stages, but we do so as different kinds of persons, different personality types. India identified 4 such types and once again honored all of them. Likening society to an organism, she pictured Brahmins as its head. Brahmins are intellectuals. Their chief delight is in art, ideas, and things of the spirit generally. Next come the arms and shoulders of society, its administrators, persons who have getting things done. A third personality type is the artisan or craftsman, the engineer and the farmer. India likens these people to society's stomach, for they produce and feed us with the things on which life depends. Finally, manual laborers are important too. They are the legs and feet without which society couldn't run. We differ in what we want, in the stage of life we have attained, in the kind of person we are. And finally, we differ in the way we approach God. Affective persons draw near to Him by loving Him, reflective persons by knowing Him, active persons by serving Him, and contemplative types by meditating. All 4 of these yogas, ways to union, reach the same summit. Which you follow depends on your spiritual temperament, the side of the mountain from which you start climbing. What climbing means in this context carries us into India's most astounding claim. To say that the source from which our universe issues is infinite is already to claim much. We have seen that it produced a cosmology that was prodigious in scope and prodigal in variety. But India didn't stop there. She went on to advance what is probably the most daring hypothesis man has ever conceived. We ourselves are the infinite, the very infinite from which the universe proceeds. This isn't apparent, of course, but everything in Hinduism works to drive the point home. It's altogether wrong to think of images like the one being paraded here in procession as idols, as if the copper itself were being worshipped. They're reminders of the God who dwells in the depths of our souls. Or take altars. Every day, devotees coat this huge rock altar in Srinagar with orange paint and decorate it with mandalas made of flower petals. But wherever an altar is raised, there is the center of the universe.